Hey, what's up, everybody? So, a lot of you always like to know, like, what type of equipment that ghost hunters use on different types of experiences, what different types of tools that we use, things like that. Now, everybody has their own set of tools that they follow, that they believe in, that they know stay true to the industry and make sure that they're providing the best evidence that's available. And we have some of our devices here. We thought we'd kind of share them with you just so you guys can see what we use in some of our investigations here at 605 Paranormal. We've started doing this not too long ago. We found some really big success with some of these items. I'll kind of go over them if you don't know what they do, and then we'll kind of go from there. So this is our kind of current equipment. We've saved a spot here. We got a REM pod on the way, but they're currently out of stock, so one's coming. But we'll kind of go through different things here. So start off with the full spectrum camera. So we found this one here on Amazon. It works really well. Does what we need it to do. It's not overly expensive. Has very high video capability and photo taking capability. Got a couple different things for it. Some attachments. So we've got like a wide lens. Got this guy here, which allows us to be able to attach the full spectrum kind of infrared light here on the bottom of the camera. That allows us to get the really good lighting in the dark areas that we end up into. Here, I'll just set that there. We got some backup batteries here. We got an EVP recorder. We're actually getting another one that's going to go there. This is the SP7 Spirit Box. So this has got the modification done to it. So we took out the antenna. This allows us to be able to get really good voices that come through, or unexplained disembodied voices that come through the device. We usually do it in a reverse sweep most of the time. The reason for reverse sweep, which is what I like, is that it definitely goes through at a high rate through the different frequencies on the radio, but it's in reverse. So if you happen to get anything to come through, like if it says hello, it's number one going to cover over multiple different frequencies of the channels, which is crazy. But on top of that, if it's saying hello, that's even more valid because it shouldn't be saying hello. It should be in reverse, which is really cool. So once again, really cool device. We love the SB7. It's a really awesome tool for, catching things. We've also used this guy as well. This is the S box. You guys probably seen this before. We haven't done a modification of the antenna on it. We use it from time to time. The problem that I have with this device, per se, is that there's a lot of back chatter. So you're going to hear a lot of different things coming through. Usually it's going to be FM or AM radio stations that you're going to have to kind of cut through that and kind of listen for things in the background, which makes it really, really hard. But it can be done. It's just a little bit more difficult than, let's say, using the SB7 box. So next up here, we got a couple other really cool EMF detectors. I purchased this one. It's pretty cheap. It's only like 30-40 bucks online, but I really like it because it's very accurate. You can definitely you can switch adjustments. It's got a backlight setting on it, which is kind of nice. So if you're in the dark, you can still see. Really cool device. And what's nice is I'll kind of show you here. I'll put it next to some electrical. So this is not wanting to give off anything at the moment. Well, normally it does, but let me see here. Let me switch over here. There you go. So it's pretty accurate. The stronger the EMF detection on this thing, this will actually start to light up and make alarm sounds, which is really nice, which we kind of like that because you can set it and you can actually move on to a different part of the room and you can still hear the alarm going off. It's kind of like a REM pod in some ways. Okay, also we've got the millimeter. This one's a really good one. This is the one you've probably seen in a lot of our videos. It's the 8704R. You'll probably see this in just about every ghost hunter's kit for every paranormal team out there. They use this a lot. The really nice thing about this is it gives you the temperature reading. So if you get any huge temperature spikes in the room, that can be a telltale sign that something's going on. Also, you got your reading as well, and you have this really nice antenna, and you can replace these, which is really nice too if they start to kind of get weird or they break. It's got a cool little red light on it too, so if you hit this guy here, hold on, let me see if I can, hold on, 1 second, why is it not doing it? I want the backlight on. There we go. There you go. So when you're in a dark spot, you can get this really nice, beautiful red light that comes out of it. Kind of helps illuminate, but it doesn't shine too bright, which is really nice. And then of course you got the K2 meter. So K2 meter is a really nice device to use. We use it a lot. Oh, you know what? We're putting new batteries in that guy. That's why that one's not turning on. And then we also have this guy, the ghost meter. Another really cost-effective piece of ghost equipment. It's very accurate. We like it. A lot of time we won't get anything on it, but if we do, this will spike, as well as the indicator lights will come on, as well as an audio alert to let you know that there's something approaching it. So once again, like, you can set this guy, you can set this guy somewhere, you can walk around with this device, you can have your K2 meter in your other hand. There's just a lot of different ways that you can use these tools to help you. REM pod, like I said, is going to be going right here. It's really nice as well. I've heard very good things about that product. But all these different devices are really good. You guys can find these for cost-effective ways. You don't have to spend millions of dollars to do this, to get great evidence. You know, it's just sometimes a EVP recorder is a really good way to go, and a good camera. You don't have to get the SB7, but it does help. These devices are good, you know, and these aren't overly expensive either. You know, K2 meters are pretty cheap for the most part. These are going to be up there in the $100 range. Like I said, if you don't want one of these, you can go with this. And this was only like 30, 40 bucks. So, but just remember, when you're out doing ghost hunting, the biggest things that I was always advised, and I listen to the experts who have been doing this for many years, is always be respectful when you're doing ghost, basically ghost investigations. Don't jump into something without knowing kind of a backstory a little bit. Not everything is going to be connected to something. There could always just be, residual energy in whatever it is that you're investigating. There could be kind of just what we call loops, where, you know, things have occurred in that specific area and it's just on a kind of a loop, and you're just kind of there, and maybe the spirits or whatever is looping through doesn't even know you're around. So there's definitely obviously the other side of things you got to be very careful of too. You know, if you open up doors, just understand that you never know, maybe sometimes what might come through that door. So be aware of your surroundings, understand what you're doing, try to avoid provoking or challenging spirits, if you, at all costs, because you might get something back that you don't want. But hopefully this helps some of you guys. We just thought it'd be kind of cool to share some of the equipment that we use. Happy ghost hunting out there, guys. Be safe. And remember, when you're out there, always look for a just cause for what's happening. And if it isn't, you never know. It might be paranormal. See you guys.